back to Obel Lake. Let's turn in all of our rocks now. Hum to get the guy back. Unfortunately, sometimes he doesn't do it. I don't know what the trigger is here. There we go. This must be all the rocks. Yes, those are the 4 rocks that we got. I wonder what it means. Indeed. So, he's not going to tell you. You have to figure it out for yourself. The way that you have to read it, because it is readable, you have to read it up to down, right to left. So start with the M and go down, and then go left. So it says Mordred Plains has treasure. Hopefully you guys can read that, because we're going to head to the Mordred Plains now, because there's treasure there. Alright, we have made it to the Mordred Plains. For those of you that don't know where that is, which is probably a lot of you, it is north of Esthar. All this area here is Mordred Plains. Stay away from over here. What we want to do here is very tedious. All around here are multicolored rocks with faces on them for some reason. They'll talk to you. And the red face one, I was going to save that for later, but he's the only one that gives you any pertinent information. He tells you, however, the opposite of what is actually correct. Let's find some other ones. Okay, so apparently it's northeast of here, as I try to go in the right direction. Northeast. The black one here will always say this. The treasure is probably in the direction of the North Star. This is the same thing, and it doesn't mean anything, right? See there, he says the same thing. He happens to be right this time, but that is not what we want. The white face rock will tell you nonsense. Do not listen to the white face rock at all. Ooh, I went too far north apparently. And what? We've got to be narrowing in on it. There we go. The blue face rock is the last rock. This is the only one that gives you reliable information. Unfortunately, he never tells you where the treasure is. He will tell you, I don't know where the treasure is. Some of us just say the opposite of what we mean. Some of us just talk nonsense. Some of us just repeat the same thing. And people call us liar rocks. He's the one that always tells the truth, but it's just not all that useful once you figure it out. You want to listen to red, but you want to do the opposite of red. I will meet you once I find the rock or the treasure, which could take me a while. And there we go. The red-faced rock tells you angrily, the treasure's not here. That's how you know you found it, because once again, red-faced rock lies. So press the button, do not move. What's this? And we found a 3 stars. Hooray, a 3 stars. Was that all worth it? I don't think we have seen a 3 stars before. It has been used in later installments of the game, but I don't think we have seen it in previous installments. Here it is. Guardian Forces learns expends ×3-1 ability. Remember, we do have expend ×2-1 ability, which means you only use 1 magic when you're in double. Expend ×3-1 obviously means you only use 1 magic when you're in triple. Even though you'll use it 3 times, it only eats up 1 scroll. Like I said, whatever unit of magic you have. So, good item. Not necessarily something I'm all that interested in because I don't use magic very much, but hey, the quest's not over. We're almost done though. A couple more things. And we have made it to the Eldbeak Peninsula. Remember, we were told about this one as well. This is on the Trabia continent, and it is the most southwest you can go on the continent. You need to go to the very tip of this, where there is a stone pillar. If you look closely, there's something written on it. To measure at min off the isle. So if we take out, okay, let's say we say the first word is treasure. It says treasure at, and then we can cut out the off there. Minda Isle, and then you got time off, treasure at Minda Isle. Alright, time to go to Minda Isle. Now we are at Minday Island, and we can finally try to finish this quest off. Minday Island is southwest of Esthar here, just before you hit the central continent. Kind of easy to find, only the real only island around here. Somewhere around here, there we go. What's this? I found a luck junction scroll. And that's it. That's what you get for this quest. You get the 3 stars and the luck junction scroll. The 3 stars is actually pretty good. The luck scroll, decent. We got a couple more things that I do want to go over before I kind of cut and I do some massive work off screen. But before that is done, a couple things. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of work off screen, so let's try to talk about what it is I'll be doing before I actually do it. We are in Esthar at the Presidential Palace. This is close to where we are going to end up, so let's head west from here because there is something that I do want to point out. From here, we do want to go south. And if we make it down here, we can actually find something that is quite useful, although not as good as I would necessarily like. If we head this way, we can find a guy here all by his lonesome. But it turns out he's not a guy, he is actually an enemy. He is a monster. He is an Elnoil. We haven't seen one of these for a long time. So we're going to go ahead and try to take him out. I did try to level him down. Unfortunately, it does not work. We'll go with demolition ammo. And I was a little late on that. But hey, we blinded him. Go canister shot. Come on. As much damage as possible. I'm pounding away on the button. He actually has a good chunk of HP. A lot more than I would expect. But I do believe Maria has a chance of instant death, which is really a weakness of his. So down he goes. Now, unfortunately, I cannot level him down. I wanted to, so we're going to get a huge amount of EXP for that. And all of my time trying to not get levels has been wasted. We are going to get wizard stones this time. He has a chance to drop energy crystals. And those can actually be refined into Ultima Magic. That is really my goal here. However, I will not be doing that too often. Just kind of want to get Ultima from him. It will probably actually still be a long time of working on him. He is actually a fixed encounter, meaning should I leave the screen and then come back? I believe I just need to leave the screen. Should I leave the screen and then come back? There he is again. So I can rinse and repeat until I have all the energy crystals that I want. But as you can see, I don't really want to do that just yet because I get too many levels. And that's not at all what I want just yet. However, there are a couple other things that I do want to point out before I do what I'm going to do on off screen. And here we are at the first of 2 locations that are important to this. This is the island closest to Hell. Now, I am not going to get into a battle here now, but I will be doing it off screen. The reason being that there are level 100 enemies here, which means that I can get a significant amount of EXP from them, as well as some good draws. I'll be going over those once those are done. This whole island here has level 100 enemies. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be killing off 2 of my party members, having 1 party member go in solo, kill them, and get a huge amount of EXP. Now, the reason I'll be doing that is because I will have the bonus abilities equipped. The HP bonus, the strength bonus, the magic bonus, and the vitality bonus. I don't even remember what the other one is. I believe it's spirit. I probably won't be doing that one. I'll be mostly focusing on strength and magic because I believe that a good offense is a good defense. But this is the island closest to Hell. So what about the other path? I'll meet you there. And over here we can find ourselves yet another island. It's not necessarily the furthest east you can go, nor is it necessarily the furthest northeast you can go, but this is pretty close. This is the island closest to Heaven. So remember, kids, Hell in the far west, Heaven northeast-ish. But this island also has level 100 enemies. I believe it also has a couple draw points sitting somewhere along the life. There we go. Full life. I need some full life. I will need lots of those. I'm pretty much going to be going back and forth between wow, only 3. Between the islands closest to heaven and hell, getting some levels, getting some draws, getting some good drops and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be a very powerful party when I am done. On top of that, as if all that wasn't enough, I will also be doing one of Maria's limit breaks here, which is, good God, Ein Search. Remember that we did get that a while ago. I did officially learn it. Ein Search is something that can happen almost any turn. It hasn't happened, so I can't really show it off, but I will be using that. What happens is that Ein goes out into the battlefield, so to speak, and finds items, strangely enough. But the items that it finds are amongst the best in the game. Hungry cook pots. Remember, we could have modded the poo-poo card in order to get a hungry cook pot. Ein will find some for us. Then there's healing rings, Aegis amulets, status guards, gold armors, moon curtains, jet engines, hero trials, amongst a lot of other things. Those are very rare. What I'll be doing for this is I'll be getting into a battle, and I will get to kind of an impasse where the enemy can't hit me, and I don't really want to hit the enemy. And then I'll just let it sit. I'll let the battle sit with frame skip on, and I'll let it run overnight. This is kind of how people do it. Obviously, they didn't use frame skip back in the day, but they would let it run overnight on their PlayStation 2s, and they would just massively get items while they slept, and that's what I'm going to be doing. That will hopefully work out well for me. Oh, I don't actually have it set to learn anything, do I? In reverse, why not? We'll finish that off. Also, I'm going to try to get, the best weapons in the game and all that kind of stuff. And once that is done, we'll finally be ready for Lunatic Pandora, but not before then. So I'm going to do, like I said, a massive amount of work off screen, and I will be back next time. That's going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined, as always, by my soon-to-be completely overpowered squad of Maria, Leo, and Irvine. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.